everybody? Welcome to another episode of Throwing It Back with Sean Farrell. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. So, I saw something the other day. Horace Grant, back in 2010 said if he had a vote for the 1991 NBA Finals MVP, it would have been Scottie Pippen. Okay. And when I saw that, it made me kind of wonder, is Grant saying this because he really believes that Pippen should have been the finals MVP? Or is he saying that because he harbors some sort of bitterness towards Jordan in the same way that Scottie Pippen does? Okay. So that made me think about that. Okay. Is he saying it because he genuinely believes it? Or is he saying it because he harbors some sort of resentment towards Jordan? Okay. And I thought about that. I really did. And the question and the answer to that question is I don't know. Okay. Maybe he does, but I don't know. Okay. So Horace Horace said this back in 2010. Okay. Horace Grant said this back in 2010. He said, if I had a vote for MVP of the 91 finals, it would have been Scottie. He bought his whole game and everyone could see the way he played Magic and made him turn and made him work. Like that was the difference, especially after we lost the first game. Okay. And he averaged more than 20 points per game. I think he was the leading scorer when he won. Okay. So when Grant says he was the leading scorer when we won, I guess he's referring to Game 5 of the 1991 NBA Finals, where Pippen had 32 points and Jordan had 30. Okay. So, yeah. So, the switch was made. Magic was playing Michael in Game 1. Then Michael got into early foul trouble in Game 2. That's when the Bulls went to the switch and they put Pippen on Magic. And that, of course, made the difference in that series. But I talked about this a long time ago, several videos ago. The Lakers could have been swept that series, okay? I'm about to explain to you why. Because and Marv Albert, Mike Fratello talked about this. He said, Marv Albert said, just after the start of Game 2, there was a time out, and Marv Albert said, well, in looking back at our tape of Game 1, we discovered a remarkable sequence that could have cost the Lakers the ball game. And what the sequence they were referring to was when Michael took the game-winning shot in Game 1, and he missed, and the Lakers grabbed the rebound. Okay? Lakers grabbed the rebound. AC Green is calling timeout. Okay? AC Green is signaling timeout. Okay? But the referees didn't see it. They didn't see AC Green calling timeout. So, yeah. Referees missed crucial calls too, and they missed AC Green's illegal timeout that he was calling, and the Lakers went on to win in Game 1. But after that, the Bulls settled down, won four straight. So Grant says he would have voted for Pippen as Finals MVP, right? Pippen averaged nearly 21 points per game in the head series. Michael averaged 31.2 points per game. All right. Michael had one of the most incredible shots in Game 2. Okay, that's probably Marv Albert's best call as far as the NBA or NBC, right? Then, not only that, Jordan also had the game winner. I mean, well, no, not the game winner, but Scottie Pippen fouled out in Game 3. Okay, like y'all didn't know that Scottie Pippen fouled out in Game 3. Okay, so it was Michael who hit the jumper to send the game into overtime, and the Bulls went into overtime and they won the game. Okay, so um, yeah, um, Magic said Magic had some words. Said have some good words for Pippen. He said Pippen did a great job on me. Once MJ got into early foul trouble, you had to expect they would make that switch. They were trying to take the ball out of my hands. Take your pick. Scottie is more physical than MJ, so the matchup was a little different. Okay, so um, again, so I don't know if Grant was saying that because he truly believes it, or he's saying that because he has some sort of bitterness towards Jordan. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Speaking of the Bulls, you know, there's all this controversy about Scottie Pippen not getting the winning shot in Game 3 of the 1994 Eastern Conference semifinals versus the Knicks. Well, I found the footage thanks to MDB Ball, MDB Ball, if I'm correct. Yeah, yeah, I found the footage. Okay, and Pippen says Pippen was grumbling because he didn't get the winning shot. Okay, so it was shortly. So it was before the All-Star break. Okay, it was the last game before the All-Star break, and it was the finals rematch. The Bulls were playing the Suns in Phoenix. Okay, it was the finals rematch, close game. Charles Barkley did not play in that game. Okay, I guess he was injured. Charles Barkley did not play in that game. It was a close game, and Phil Jackson gave Pippen the chance to win the game. And so after Kevin Johnson, um, so after Kevin Johnson committed a flagrant foul on Steve Kerr, okay, the Bulls got a couple of free throws, and Steve Kerr made them. And so this was the sequence that occurred at the end of the game. Oh, hold it. Hold it. I ran past it. Dang it. Okay. Okay. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. Nope. Dang it. Why is that always he's happening? All right. You know what? I'm just gonna play it from right here. It's a little bit of a long-winded clip, but I'm just gonna play it right here.
At home with a chance at the title, but it would be 3-peat for the Bulls. Again, the strategy is the same for Paul Westphal. He has to make a decision on whether he wants the ball or he wants to give them two and then get possession of the ball. Chicago Bulls are going to take a quick score, whatever is available. You mentioned Kukoc has had a flair for the dramatic in his first year in the NBA. 3 last-second baskets have won games for Chicago. The first in November beat the Bucks. Then on Christmas night against Orlando, 2 seconds to play. He went to January 21st, Indiana. 0.8 of a second. And this one off the glass. He just threw it up there and got the Croatian kiss.
The Pink Panther is a big-time performer, and he knows how to play under pressure. We'll find out whether he gets a chance to get his fourth and tie this one up.
When in the skirmish of the last possession, there were 7 seconds left on the clock when they stopped it, but time had been called 5 seconds earlier. So a reasonable amount of time to work out something for Chicago. They've got 12 full seconds.
I have always believed if you're the home team and you're in this situation, you bow for possession of the basketball. Put them on the line, make them make the free throws, put them in a position where they might even have to try to miss one and make one. Pippen.
Blocked by Miller. Grant. Paxson. Kerr. Oh, my. Kevin Johnson attacked Kerr. A flagrant foul has to be the call.
It is. It's 2 and on the side, and that couldn't be anything but that call, and the worst play for the Phoenix Suns at that time. They got into a scramble situation, and Chicago finally got possession of the ball back. Kerr went up trying to launch a three, and Kevin Johnson just jerked him off the shot.
Kerr trying to put all the pieces back.
Yeah, so that was the flagrant foul by Kevin Johnson right before they gave Pippen the opportunity to shoot for the game winner. Okay.
Together. Look at this hit.
Well, Kevin knows, and see right there, he's not making a play on the ball at all, and that's why you get the flagrant foul.
Plus the ball has a lot of blonde hair on it.
And they're saying, no, there's no timeouts. You guys have no timeouts. You can't come over here to the sideline. You got to come back out here and play. And that's what Westball wanted to remind Daryl Garrettson. They tried to squeeze in a little strategy during the dead ball situation. But Kerr goes to the line. AC Green trying to talk him out of something. Yeah, it's still a close game.
Kerr, an 82% free throw shooter, will get 2, and then the ball with 3 seconds to go. 89-87. Kerr with his 13th point. Nothing, I mean, it looked like a malicious foul, but that was just KJ trying to grab at something, and unfortunately, a tough tear down by the head. So 1-point game, 3 seconds left for Chicago.
John Paxson in the game. Oh, okay.
Comes way over to the near side.
Yeah.
They bounce outside the line with their 3-point.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Pippen is too long, and Phoenix manages an 89-88 win. Well, it's a shame that they only play once at each other's arena. Chicago and Phoenix, you have a feeling that these two franchises are going to be part of a rivalry for many years. Anna?
Kevin, you did everything that you could to help this team to win.
Yeah. And you wonder why Phil Jackson did not give him the final shot. And you wonder why Phil Jackson didn't give him the final shot in the 1994 NBA playoffs. As a matter of fact, yeah, I got one more to show y'all. Yeah, one more. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for that footage to come up. So this wasn't the only time that Pippen missed a potential game winner. Okay, it was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It was game 3 of the 1994 NBA Finals. It the Philadelphia series. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so it was game 3 of the Philadelphia series, 1991. Okay. And the Bulls were up, and the Sixers had the ball. Okay. And the Sixers had the ball, and Sixers had the ball, and they gave the ball to Barkley. He penetrated, dished off to Hersey Hawkins. This is what happened next.
Anderson, and it comes to Barkley. Barkley taking it inside, gives to Hersey Hawkins for three. Timeout, Chicago. Look at the Spectrum crowd. Hersey Hawkins' fourth three-pointer of the night. The Sixers are up by one. All right, now, the thing is that you cannot go crazy in your own huddle right now. Chicago has one timeout remaining.
So after Hersey Hawkins hit that three, okay, the Bulls had the ball, right? And they did not give the ball to Jordan. Well, he must have been well covered, but Scottie Pippen, Scottie Pippen got the ball in that situation, okay? Scottie Pippen got the ball, and after you're about to see, you're about to see the end result of what happened, okay? But while we're waiting for that, I saw where Tyrese Halliburton tore his Achilles. Whew. Prayers over Tyrese Halliburton, okay? That reminded me of when Kevin McHale broke his foot in the 1987 NBA playoffs, okay? Kevin McHale broke his foot, okay? His foot was broken, okay? And yet he continued to play on it, okay? He never was the same after that, though. He never was the same after that. So for Kevin McHale to play through that, a broken foot, and Kevin McHale's like, man, what are you talking about? This is the NBA Finals. I'm playing. And his teammates, Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, were like, hey, don't play. Sit out, okay? The teammates are like, hey, don't play. Sit out, okay? But he continued to play on that broken foot. And he did have a couple of good games. He had a good game 3 in the 87 NBA Finals. But according to his teammates and the media, he never was the same after that. He never was the same after that in his career. And according to Larry Bird, Kevin McHale can't walk really well today. So, yeah. But, yeah, that was Kevin McHale. All right.
29 in the game, and three biggest runs he just scored. If you are not guarding Michael Jordan, you cannot let your man beat you off the dribble. Michael Jordan, that's a different story. Right, back to Pippen. They see the time remaining. Pippen launching it. Now, rebound pulled away by Gilliam. They're going to tie him up right away. They call the second call.
See that? You see that? Okay. They say nobody knows his team better than the NBA head coach, right? That was the only time Pippen had the opportunity. Okay. As you just saw right there, he had an opportunity in 1991. Missed badly. The finals rematch in Phoenix. missed badly. Okay, so yeah. No team, nobody knows his team better than the head coach. Okay, and Phil Jackson has seen Scottie Pippen. He's seen all these guys every day. Okay, and I think Phil Jackson pretty much knew what he was doing when he didn't give Pippen the ball in 1994. Okay, all right, that's it, and that's out. that's out. That's it, and that's all for the show.